Your body isn't just running on one internal clock. Right now, as you're listening to this, you have 6 distinct biological timepieces working simultaneously inside you, each controlling different aspects of your health, energy, and lifespan. These hidden clocks determine when you feel hungry, when your brain works best, when your heart is most vulnerable, and even when you're most likely to die. Most people live their entire lives completely unaware of these internal rhythms, fighting against their own biology instead of working with it. But once you understand how these 6 clocks operate, you can optimize your daily schedule to enhance your energy, improve your health, and potentially extend your life by decades. Let's start with clock number 1. Your master clock, located in a tiny region of your brain called the suprachiasmatic nucleus. This master timekeeper sits just above where your optic nerves cross, and it's constantly receiving light information from your eyes. When sunlight hits your retina in the morning, it sends signals to this master clock, telling your entire body that it's time to wake up and be alert. This master clock controls your core body temperature, which drops at night to make you sleepy and rises in the morning to make you alert. It also regulates your cortisol production, releasing this energizing hormone in the morning and suppressing it at night. When you expose yourself to bright artificial lights late at night, you're essentially lying to your master clock, disrupting the carefully orchestrated symphony of hormones that should be preparing your body for rest. Clock number 2 is your digestive clock, centered in your stomach and intestines. This biological timekeeper anticipates when you normally eat and prepares your digestive system accordingly. About 30 minutes before your usual meal times, your digestive clock starts producing stomach acid, digestive enzymes, and hunger hormones like ghrelin. Here's what's fascinating. Your digestive clock can actually reset your master clock. This is why people who work night shifts or travel across time zones often use meal timing to help adjust their internal rhythms. If you eat a large meal late at night, you're sending conflicting signals to your body's timing systems, potentially disrupting both your sleep and your metabolism. Studies show that people who eat their largest meal early in the day have better weight management and lower risk of diabetes compared to those who eat heavily in the evening. Your digestive clock is most active during daylight hours, when your body is naturally designed to process food efficiently. Clock number 3 is your cardiovascular clock, governing your heart rate, blood pressure, and circulation patterns. Your heart doesn't beat at the same intensity throughout the day. In the early morning hours, your cardiovascular system is naturally more vulnerable. Blood pressure rises sharply, blood becomes stickier and more prone to clotting, and your heart rate increases as your body prepares for daily activity. This is why heart attacks are statistically most likely to occur between 6 and 10 in the morning. Your cardiovascular clock is essentially ramping up your circulation system. But for people with existing heart problems, this morning surge can be dangerous. Understanding your cardiovascular rhythm can help you time exercise, medication, and stressful activities to work with your heart's natural patterns rather than against them. Clock number 4 is your brain clock, which controls your cognitive performance throughout the day. Your brain doesn't maintain constant levels of alertness, focus, or memory formation. Most people experience peak mental performance in the late morning, around 10 to 11 a.m. When cortisol levels are optimized and your master clock has fully activated your alertness systems. Your brain clock also determines when you're most creative versus when you're best at analytical tasks. Creative thinking often peaks when you're slightly tired, because your brain's filtering mechanisms relax, allowing more unusual connections between ideas. This is why many people report getting their best creative insights in the shower or right before sleep. Memory consolidation happens primarily during deep sleep phases, which your brain clock orchestrates. If you're trying to learn new information or skills, timing your study sessions and ensuring adequate sleep becomes crucial for optimal brain performance. Clock number 5 is your immune clock, regulating when your body fights infections most effectively. Your immune system follows a predictable daily rhythm, with different immune functions peaking at different times. White blood cell production is highest during sleep, which is why your body often fights off illnesses more effectively when you get adequate rest. Your body temperature naturally rises slightly in the late afternoon and early evening, creating conditions that help your immune system function optimally. This is also when your body is most capable of handling vaccines or recovering from minor injuries. Chronic disruption of your immune clock through irregular sleep patterns can significantly weaken your body's ability to fight diseases and infections. Clock number 6 is your hormone clock, orchestrating the release of dozens of different hormones throughout the day. Growth hormone peaks during deep sleep, typically between 10 p.m. and 2 a.m., which is when your body performs most of its cellular repair and regeneration. Testosterone levels are highest in the morning for both men and women, gradually declining throughout the day. Your hormone clock also controls insulin sensitivity, which is why your body handles carbohydrates better earlier in the day compared to late at night. Melatonin production begins around 9 p.m. in a healthy circadian rhythm, preparing your body for sleep by lowering core body temperature and reducing alertness. The problem is that modern life constantly disrupts these natural hormone rhythms. Artificial lighting, irregular meal times, shift work, and chronic stress can throw your hormone clock completely out of sync, leading to weight gain, mood disorders, and accelerated aging. So how can you work with these 6 hidden clocks instead of against them? First, establish consistent sleep and wake times, even on weekends. Your master clock needs predictable light exposure to maintain its rhythm. Get bright light exposure in the morning and dim the lights in your home at least 2 hours before bedtime. Second, eat your largest meal earlier in the day when your digestive clock is most active. Stop eating at least 3 hours before sleep to allow your digestive system to complete its work before your body needs to focus on repair and regeneration. Third, schedule demanding mental work during your brain's peak performance hours, typically mid to late morning. Save creative activities for times when you're slightly more relaxed, and prioritize sleep for memory consolidation. Fourth, time your exercise to work with your cardiovascular clock. Avoid intense exercise in the early morning when your heart is most vulnerable. And consider scheduling workouts for late afternoon when your body temperature naturally rises. Finally, respect your hormone clock by maintaining consistent daily routines. Your hormonal systems thrive on predictability and can become severely disrupted by irregular schedules and chronic stress. These 6 biological clocks have been governing human health and performance for thousands of years. By understanding and respecting their natural rhythms, you can optimize your energy, improve your health, and work with your body's inherent wisdom rather than fighting against it. Which of these 6 clocks do you think is most disrupted in your daily life? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if this information helps you understand your body's hidden timing systems, hit that like button to help others discover the secret clocks that control their health and well-being.